Hey church, this is Kellie Lisi live from Wartburg Theological Seminary in Dubuque, Iowa, here for the final video in the No Plastics for Lent series. I want to start today by expressing my gratitude to the entire No Plastics for Lent team, to the incredible sustainability task force here at Wartburg, with special shouts out to my co-hosts throughout the series, Lars Anderson, the Reverend Dr. Martin Lorman, Elise Heineck, and Jason Davis, and special thanks to the fabulous Savannah Sullivan. I am incredibly grateful. So today we are continuing to chat about small, easy, manageable swaps that can reduce our impact on the environment and on our communities. In the past 6 weeks throughout this season of Lent, our focus has been about consuming less so that more people may have what they need in order to truly thrive. We've seen this shift from a very important issue to an all-consuming issue throughout the time that we have been together as our world has dramatically changed. We have seen directly and very personally the need to more faithfully inhabit God's creation, repenting and shifting towards God's desire for reconciliation amongst all. So now, to be clear, the swaps that we make in our bathrooms, our kitchen, our cooking, our laundry room, none of these swaps will cure or solve the massive issues that we now face as a society. They are small swaps, but it is the small things that will build towards better stewardship, that can create more opportunities to influence and to show our care and concern. So these small steps are what can produce lasting change. So we start where we are, with no judgment and with an openness to accountability in our actions and habits. When we shift our focus from what we want to what we need, we can more faithfully respond to what God is up to in the world. And now, more than ever, we see the essential elements of our society, of our communities. We understand that in this time of global crisis, what is needed in order to sustain and to be sustained. And our responses are indeed proclamations of faith, of love, and of hope. So let's talk about this while considering our closets and our homes. First, I want to address fast fashion. This is a category that applies to our clothing, our housewares, our decor, our household goods that are made quickly. Often they are less expensive, they are more prevalent, yet they are also extremely detrimental to the environment, to workers, to communities, to local economies. So recognize that whatever buying power you have, it is indeed power. So when we make these purchases, we want to think about how we will spend our power, how we will uplift, support, and vote with our money. So there are many alternatives to the quick sources, and if you have any great ones, I would love to learn from you. Please add them to the comments. There's always great options in vintage, secondhand, consignment, or when resources allow to look for higher quality goods that will last longer so that we can buy less of them. We can look for companies that are paying their workers fair living wages and providing safe working conditions. These things are so important. I offer a word of caution to beware the green movement that is out there. There are certainly corporations and organizations that are using the language of sustainability. However, they do not use the actual practices. So do your research so that you can spend your power wisely. I'm still very much learning and researching this myself. It's not about being perfect. It's about growing and about doing better every time. So when it comes to our clothing and our household gear, we can shop those alternative sources, and then we can buy only what we need. We do not need the t-shirt that we love in every color. We do not need all the different varieties and options and trends that come out. There's only so much that we can actually wear. So really, we need so much less than we think, and certainly so much less than we buy. So buy only what you need, and then wear it out. if you're done with it before it's worn out, pass it along to a loving home where it will be cared for. And then take care of what you have, right? Don't leave it in the pile on the floor. Don't crumple it. Get it into your closet. Wash it well. Dry it well. And so now that leads us to some quick swaps in our laundry rooms. So first, I want to show you guys these. Brought these up from my laundry room. These are wool dryer balls. Maybe you already use them and love them. They're fabulous. What they replace are dryer sheets. So instead of having the disposable dryer sheets that are wasteful and full of chemicals, you can use dryer balls that do many of the same things, and you can even add essential oils to them if you want to add some fragrance. They're great and they last a really long time. Another swap that we've made in our house is the swap to laundry pods instead of detergent. So this helps minimize our plastic consumption, because instead of buying a giant jug, we get shipped in cardboard our laundry pods, and everything is made so that the plastic that's on these dissolves in the washing machine. It's not contributing to our single-use plastic consumption, and it's not contributing to our landfills, which is really, really, really important. Another thing that we do is we wear our clothes more. So think about how many times you really can wear something before it is dirty, and do that. Then when it is time to wash, wash it well. We then line dry most of our items. When you line dry, you're cutting down on your energy consumption, and you're also extending your clothing life. So an incredible bonus. Now, there is so much more that we can talk about here. And again, if you have additional tips, please, please add them so that we can learn from each other in the comments. But here's what it boils down to. It is up to each of us to make decisions that are grounded in our Lutheran identity, decisions that are focused truly on the reconciliation of all creation, rather than on the easiest, the quickest, the most convenient solution, which is really what our modern day society has idolized, and which can feel so awful and inescapable. Now, you're going to see at the end of this video a link to a Google form. We would love for you to click on that when this video is over, and to hear some stories about what changes you have made, what changes you want to make. We want to learn from you and to really get some ideas from you about how we are going to move forward in this together, because this initiative does not end today. It does not end on Easter Sunday. This is how we are committing to live. So please check that out. You guys, siblings in Christ, this moment in history is monumental. Our generation is encountering a stark, crucial moment in which we are face to face with decisions that deeply and directly impact so many others. This time can be a holy pause. It can be a time to critically reflect on who we are and who we are called to be. How will we use this time? Who are we being called to be in this time? As we reflect on this, I invite us to remember that the church does not have a mission. We do not have the mission of sustainability. Rather, God has a church. That is us. So we ask ourselves, what is God up to now? How will I participate? How will I respond? Personally, I look forward to all the ways in which this conversation will continue and evolve in the coming weeks, months, and years. And I truly look forward to learning more from the many in our global community. I have deeply valued this weekly time here with you for each of these 7 weeks. Thank you for your time, your pledges, your responses, your shares, your shifts. The things you are doing matter, and they are deeply faithful. I leave you with this connection to Ash Wednesday, back when this Lenten journey all began, with the reminder that we are part of something so much greater than ourselves. We are the Adam, created by God, formed of the Adamah, humanity formed of earth, belonging in and with and amongst all creation. I hold you all in prayer as we carry on, doing the best we can, one decision, one action at a time. Farewell, dear church, and may you feel held, loved, and sustained on your way.